This is a fictional story. It was a dark and stormy night in Robloxia. The wind howled outside, and the rain beat against the windows of my humble abode. I was huddled inside, trying to stay warm, when I heard a knock at the door. I opened the door to find a mysterious stranger standing on my doorstep. He was tall and thin, with a long, white beard and piercing blue eyes. He wore a tattered cloak, and he held a worn leather-bound book in his hand. "Greetings," he said in a raspy voice. "I am Professor Alistair, and I have come to you with a most extraordinary tale. Legend has it that there is a lost city deep within the jungle of Robloxia, a city filled with unimaginable wealth and wonder. I have been searching for this city for many years, and I believe I have finally found the key to its location." He handed me the book. This book holds the secrets to finding the lost city. It is a dangerous journey, but the rewards are great. Are you brave enough to take on this challenge? I was hesitant at first. I had heard stories about the dangers of the jungle, but the promise of adventure and riches was too tempting to resist. So, I agreed to accompany Professor Alistair on his quest. We set off into the jungle the next day, armed with the book and a few supplies. The journey was long and perilous, filled with treacherous paths, wild animals, and strange creatures. But we pressed on, determined to reach the lost city. Finally, after weeks of travel, we came to a clearing in the jungle. In the center of the clearing stood a towering stone archway, covered in vines and moss. Above the archway was an inscription in an ancient language. "This is it," Professor Alistair whispered, "the entrance to the lost city." We carefully made our way through the archway and into the city. It was truly a sight to behold. The city was built of gleaming white marble, and the streets were lined with magnificent buildings. There were fountains that spouted sparkling water, and gardens filled with exotic flowers. But the city was not deserted. We soon discovered that the city was inhabited by a race of peaceful, gentle giants. They were kind and welcoming, and they shared their knowledge and wisdom with us. We learned about the city's history and how it had been lost to the world for centuries. We also learned about the giants' ancient magic and how they used it to protect the city from outsiders. We spent many days exploring the city, learning about its wonders and its people. We learned about their customs and traditions, and we shared stories of our own world with them. But our time in the city was short-lived. One day, a group of evil pirates invaded the city, seeking to steal its treasures. The giants fought bravely to defend their home, but they were outnumbered. Professor Alistair and I joined the fight, using our wits and skills to help the giants. But it was a losing battle. The pirates were too strong, and they eventually overwhelmed the city. Just when all hope seemed lost, the giants revealed their secret weapon. They used their ancient magic to create a powerful force field around the city, trapping the pirates inside. The pirates were enraged, and they attacked the force field with everything they had. But the force field held strong, and the pirates were eventually defeated. We were victorious, but the city was in ruins. The pirates had destroyed many of its buildings and treasures. Professor Alistair and I vowed to help the giants rebuild their city. We would share our knowledge and skills, and we would use our resources to help them restore their home to its former glory. We spent many months working alongside the giants, and eventually, the city was rebuilt. It was even more magnificent than before, and it stood as a testament to the power of friendship and the triumph of good over evil. Professor Alistair and I left the city, but we never forgot our adventure. And we both knew that the lost city of Robloxia would forever be a part of our lives.